Alright, back with more FDF. So, the first episode is probably not going to be up to par with the usual quality because, I did not know that you could configure this game into 640 by 480 because it was automatically set at, 1280 by 720. So when I did my first recording, I couldn't do the usual 1080p that I liked. So yeah, it ended up not HD, and I had to upload it like 3 times, which is ridiculous. But um, I, ugh, it was a mess. But anyway, these problems should be fixed. Hopefully, we should have our 1080p, 60 FPS. Everything should be fine. So yeah, the last time I played this game, I did it on a blind credit with Pacholi, and we saw how that went. It went pretty well. It went swell, if I do say so myself. But obviously, we're gonna try again. I will say and admit that I did practice stages 1 through 4. Maybe not adequately, but enough for me to get by. However, I did not play stages 5 and 6. Don't worry, those 2 stages are still going to be blind. Um, yeah, I mean, there's something special about that blind reaction first playthrough that I didn't want to take away. So I made sure not to play those last 2 stages. And I'm also not going to be playing as Pacholi this time because I understand that she is a very good shot type, but I do not like charge mechanics, and I don't want to focus on charge mechanics. It's just distracting to me. I don't like it. She's a great shot type, but I'm not using her. I'm going to use Reimu because that makes me comfortable. It's in my comfort zone. So, yeah. So, from what I've semi-practiced, I guess I could be a little bit informative, though I don't know exactly how useful my quote-unquote advice would be. But I did learn a few things about this game, which is that, yeah, the whole goal on the stages is to kill a lot of enemies as soon as you can. That way, you can spawn a POC. Because when you fill up that gauge on the bottom left, you get a POC. And what that also means is you get a bomb piece as well, from what I can see, which is really cool. Now, this non-spell I struggled with a lot because I didn't understand how this worked, but it's actually really easy. So, basically, the purple things will move in the same direction every time, so you can just learn what they're going to do, and it becomes predictable. I think it's a bit ridiculous for stage 1 to have things like that, but, well, it's not even that bad. I can't even harp on it. We've seen worse in Canon Zone games. Minariko's final spell. Yamame's first non-spell. Seiren. Let me POC. How high is that POC, by the way? Because the little line doesn't come at the beginning of the game, so it doesn't tell me where the POC is. How mean. Okay. So, yeah, if you time your quote-unquote, I'm not going to call them POCs because they're really not. You're just kind of like POCing from the bottom. But when you time your quote-unquote POCs, you can get items well, and it works out pretty good. That was a pretty pointless thing to say, but I mean, that is kind of what it is. It doesn't even really take that much planning in order to use the effective POC at the bottom of the screen. Alright, so hopefully this spell's not going to go insane like it did last time. Like, I don't even know what those waves were. I think it changes depending on how much you move, actually. I noticed that if you tend to stay still, the pattern is rather tame. So I think it's based on your movement, which is interesting. And yeah, as you can imagine, for this part here, you have no pressure to Okay, I'll POC there, but for the most part, you're not too pressured to POC because the game will just do it for you. The gauge does shrink pretty quickly though, so I mean, you really have to have a lot of enemies on screen to make use of that quote-unquote POC. This is what I'm trying to say. Now then, Um, Nix. So, the trick to this is always go on the left of the first one. Always go on the left of the first purple thing. Because that first purple thing always moves right, so if you go to the left of it, it can't hit you. Wouldn't you know? Man, why am I being... Okay, that was kind of spooky there, but I still capped it, so let's just pretend that everything is okay. We don't have to pretend if it is okay. I mean, if we did capture it, then that means everything is okay. This song is cute. Alright. The second non you don't even need strategy for because it's really straightforward. Yeah. Okay, so the last spell is not as bad as I was making it out to be. I was over there whining about, I can't see. But it's not even that bad. It's very rare that you'll get yourself into a bad situation. And I'm pretty sure there's a predictability element as well to this spell. It isn't that bad. I was just being a wimp last time. Okay. Let's move on. So, on stage 2, the first few fairies are going to fire things that are aimed around you, so you don't need to move. Go to the left or the right, because when these fairies come, you want to kill them instantly, then move up. Yeah, don't try to kill both of them, because you're not going to, at least not with Reimu. So, yeah, if you do that, everything is trivial. All of this stuff is aimed at you, so just go to the side that it appears on, and then when they both start coming, just kill one side and stream the other side. It's the usual stereotypical aim things. On this part here, just stick to one side, let your homing needles do the work, and you'll get to POC automatically without having to go up to the POC, which is really, really nice. Alright, now Daiose is all about knowing when she does that weird aimed thing. It's going to be after this wave right here. She's going to do the aimed thing, and if you don't know that's coming, you're dead, but if you do know, it's fine. This spell here is absolute bullshit. I don't care what anyone says. I hate it. I wish it didn't exist. I don't even understand it. I don't know if it's static or random dodging, but there's just something wrong with this spell, and I don't like it. But I captured it. Alright, now afterward you're going to deal with an enemy in the middle, and then from now on there's going to be lots of streaming. But in reality this section is just alternating sides of the screen, like I'm doing right here. That big fairy will fire, you know, as I said before, it fires an aimed wall of things at you, but it's really easy to deal with. Alright. The stage in general is really easy. There's not much to it at all. The only hard part is Daiose's mid-boss spell, which is kind of dumb. But other than that, should be fine. At least I'd hope so. Alright, Chiru no. So, the thing about Chirno is that those dark blue things are aimed around you. They're always going to be aimed around you, so you don't want to move a lot whenever she starts firing them. Just kind of stick to your guns, kind of stay where you are, and just let those things fire around you. And if you know that, it's a trivial non-spell. If you don't know that, you're going to have trouble. Alright, this spell card here kind of forces you to move a lot. It is aimed stuff. You need to be streaming. If you're Reimu, you're going to have an edge on this because, again, Reimu is all about that homing life. So, you can go ahead and move around a lot. You don't even have to stand with the boss. It's kind of like Aoun's first spell, honestly. That's exactly what this is. Alright, the second non-spell is pretty trivial. This thing always goes from right to left, if I recall. Yeah, always goes from right to left, so just memorize that. Actually kind of bugs me when patterns are asymmetrical like this. Alright, now what else do we have? We have this spell, which is nothing to it but just random dodging. So, just random... Well, it's not even random. I think it might be static. It might be random. I don't know. It's just dodging, but it's very simple. Alright, and on the last spell, you gotta know that whenever her dialogue box appears, she is going to fire a thing straight down at you. So, just kind of dodge in the middle for a bit. And then she'll do this cute thing where she gets all serious mode and throws a giant ball and it's aimed at you too. Yeah, it's not aimed straight down actually, it's kind of aimed at you. I moved out of the center too quickly, so that could have been dangerous, but I moved up and around the bullets and I was fine. Alright, now for stage 3, immediately position you to the left, because the left is where the first enemies come from. Go to the right, kill the big fairy, stay on the right, and then move back to the left, kill these enemies here. Then you want to go to the left, and then stream a little bit towards the center. Then go back to the left, stream towards the center again. Okay. Now for this part, you're going to want to start on the left, then move to the right. Then there's going to be a caution. Kind of stay a little bit to the left of the caution and stream back to the left. Alright, now for this section, stay here. And then macro the blue kunai. And then over here, you want to kind of stay on the right and then stream towards the middle. Mailing mid-boss, you want to misdirect the non, go back into the middle, dodge the aimed yellow thing, stream back into the side, misdirect again. Alright. The spell card is pretty straightforward, it's just random dodging. Don't know what else to say about it, other than be careful and don't get too cocky. But you should be fine. It's really not hard. Alright, now immediately go to the middle. Kill this as soon as possible. Go to the left or the right, doesn't matter. So for this section, you need to know that those balls will turn into aimed jelly beans. So just remember that. In fact, this entire part of the stage is basically just going to be streaming and nothing else to it. In fact, that's all you're going to get before mailing appears again. So yeah, enjoy your streaming, because that's all that is. Trivial, uninteresting streaming. Okay, that's mean. It's not that uninteresting, but it's easy, so don't worry. Also, I just realized I forgot to, not skip through dialogue for Permafrost. Oh no, my bad. I forgot! Anyway, this first on spell is usually easy, but sometimes you can get screw you waves, so watch out for the screw you waves, because if you get the screw you waves, you're kinda dead. Alright. The first spell I've never captured. I don't know how you're supposed to capture it. I think it's bullshit, but maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just bullshitting when I say it's bullshit! I should not have tried to switch lanes there, but I was very wary of staying under mailing. Alright, second non requires you to move a whole bunch. Yep. It actually did have a trick to it, if you can believe it. I was actually supposed to move a lot more, but I got a little nervous. I'm not trusting these things. Okay. The second spell should be easy, but it's kind of weird in that the dodge that you have to make here is a little bit... It's not really that precise, but it's a little bit scary. So I'm not going to trust it too much. It looks like it was fine. I think the third non has a trick to it. I think it's like Memo, but I don't know. I think what you want to do is you want to go directly under the lanes themselves to get the safe spots, which worked there. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, now for this spell, you want to go to the left, and then make your way back in the middle, and just keep doing that. I think this spell's pretty much a Memo spell. I mean, it's not really random, it's just a nice, beautiful rainbow pattern. And then the last spell, if I recall, is really weird and trivial, and it doesn't have a lot of substance to it. Yeah, this spell doesn't have a lot of substance to it, so you shouldn't have any problems there. And there you go. Alright, so on stage 4, you want to not move at all at the beginning. Because you don't have to. You do not need to move at all at the beginning of stage 4. Because everything is aimed around you. Now go to the left or the right and start damaging these crystals. You want to make sure that you can kill at least one side of the crystals. You're not going to be able to kill both sides of the crystals unless you're Pacholi. But I'm not playing as Pacholi because I hate charge mechanics. Alright, make sure to kill these green things, by the way, at least one side, because they will make your life pretty hell. Yeah. Are you ready for the most epic streaming section you've ever seen? Yeah, this section here is really, really ridiculously simple because the only thing to this section is aim stuff. That's literally it. You can just keep streaming and streaming and streaming. That's all there is to this. Alright, mid-boss Sakia is really annoying. Her non-spell is slightly tricky. It's one of those things you can't underestimate because it likes to do that to you. Alright, I hate this spell. I have captured it twice, but I absolutely hate it. It's an attack that doesn't feel like it should be hard, yet it ends up being hard. I mean, as you can see there, the concept is relatively simple. It's just left, right, but I can't trust it because it's just too hard for me. It's just too hard for me. Alright. Were you expecting really crazy intuitive stage sections? Were you? Were you? Well, I hate to burst your bubble. You know why? Because there's only one thing you're getting. Streaming! Yep. This entire section is just aimed. That's literally what this stage is streaming and streaming and streaming. So, yeah, I'm sorry. You're not gonna get your intuitive stage section. I'm not bullying, though. I don't mind. Considering how terrible the boss is, I do not mind a breather before the boss. Well, okay, I don't hate on Kawakama, but she's got some pretty questionable spell cards, I will tell you that much right now. The first non-spell is very, very trivial. It's right, left, and then, well, okay, it's hard to explain in words, but like, you like keep going left, and then you start streaming right again. Alright, the first spell is something I've still yet to understand. It's got, I don't know if it has a lot of symmetry to it, because it kind of boggles my mind how this thing works. I think it's just very random, and it's bullshit. Screw you, game. Alright, the second non is a little weird. You can kind of just do it like that, and you should be fine. And if you can stay in the middle for a bunch for that first wave, you can pretty much kill this right instantly. Alright, I hate this spell. It shouldn't even be that hard, but it upsets me. Oh my god. And bombs do nothing, by the way, was what I've learned. Bombs, like, do nothing to this, so it's really annoying in that regard, too. Regardless, the good thing about Kawakama is that all three of her nons are absolutely trivial. All of them. They're all easy. Oh yeah, on this spell, stay at the bottom, because this thing will cheap shot you like there's no tomorrow. I can't tell you how many times I've just died because it spawns that weird slash on me. It's basically Starbow Break, kinda, except not as symmetrical. Can I just say screw this card? Oh my god, I tried to death bomb there, but it didn't work. I'm just gonna do a normal bomb, so I don't get screwed over. Alright, now the final spell is kind of weird. Like, it doesn't feel like it should be hard at all. Yeah, for some reason I can't capture this to save my life. I did capture it there, but that doesn't count because I already used a bomb. Damn, I died 3 times. That's annoying. This stage 4 is hard. Alright. Everything from here on is blind. I don't know what's happening. I don't even know if I'll clear. We'll see. I heard stage 6 is hell, and I'd be surprised if stage 5 was trivial. Are those boys? Oh god, that was close. Well, thankfully in this game you don't really have to work hard to POC, so you can just kind of stay at the bottom the whole time. And I'd imagine in the late game you could get a what? Okay, that was a wall. I should have death bombed, but this is not like a game which is hard to death bomb in. So, yep. I don't trust this. Not at all. Damn, where are all my lives going? Go away, Koakama! You bullied me enough last time. What is that? What is that? Alright, what is this? Jack-o'-lanterns. Oh wow, this is a pretty spell. I like this. Can we have more of this? I'd like more of that. Alright. So kill Big Fairy, get aim stuff? I'm okay with that. Is it gonna be more aim stuff? Oh, I see where this is going. It's a rush to kill all the fairies, huh? Oh no, not that wall fairy again. Screw that thing. That thing can die. Alright. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, I have to bomb. That was all aimed though. But I didn't know. How could I have known? This is all aimed too. This is probably going to be aimed too. What? Ah! Sakuya is weird in this game because she has this like card gimmick. Oh no, she's doing it. Don't throw cards at me. I was safe, but I didn't trust myself. The more you trust things in this game, the more you're just gonna die. What? Okay, no. No. Sakuya? No. Alright, I need to start sight reading things and capturing things. What? Ah! That just turns into a wall eventually. Oh, I thought I was safe. My paranoia is acting up. I can't move! What? What? No, 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 no. Stop right now. In the wise words of Pearl, you need to stop. You need to stop. Oh, give me a break. What is this seizure inducing? Okay. Seizure warning? Does this game have a seizure warning? I don't even know. They're crossing. They're crossing. I don't trust this at all. Just die. Damn, how many deaths was that? 6. Ugh, I shudder. Alright. I don't have enough lives to clear, I don't think. These are literal knights. Like, these are like literal knights. Nyx! What are you doing? Why are you... Actually, no, I prefer you to Sakuya. Please stay. I don't need any Joker bullshit, but no, I forgot your non-spells are always, like, hard and annoying. There. No weird gimmicks. No weird gimmicks. Okay, that's not a gimmick, but I mean... How much HP does that have? Batty! I feel like that's supposed to be a reference. I feel like that's supposed to be a reference to something. Her having a giant ship. It's more like a throne, but it's like a throne ship. Alright, I do want to clear, so I'm gonna have to do some dodging. Oh my god, I almost captured that blind. I tried. Alright. I didn't know you were gonna aim stuff directly at me! Okay, I don't like how that works. There's like some weird like time gravity manipulation going on here. What do you have this time? Oh hey, impossible walls. And lasers. And knives. Die. Nope. 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 No. I ran out of room. I need more lives. No! I can't deal with things like when they're blind. When I'm blind. Oh my god, is this a timeout? It's following me. How was I supposed to know this was gonna follow me? Yeah, No.